eating with my family at Denny's.
Look, yeah?
Just look.
Denny's.
Denny's, fun for the whole family.
Hey guys, welcome back, and today we are going to be doing something a little bit different for you guys. We are going to be eating at Denny's restaurants, New Zealand, for 24 hours. That's right guys, we are going to be eating there for breakfast, we're going to be eating there for lunch, we're going to be eating there for dinner, and then we're going to be eating there for breakfast again tomorrow morning. Denny's is, of course, worldwide brand. For a lot of you maybe in Europe, I don't think we get it over there, but it's certainly a big American brand. So it is just turned after 9 o'clock, or just before 9 o'clock here in Auckland City. And so yeah, we are just outside of Denny's restaurants in Monaco. And yeah, this is one of their 24-hour locations. So they've got a 24-hour location in the city, and then this one as well. I think they've got 2 other locations as well around the city, but they are not 24 hours. I cannot wait to get inside there, see what's on there, grab some breakfast, and see how it tastes. Let's head inside, shall we? Alright guys, so we've just arrived at the Denny's inside. It's really classic in here, as you can tell when we're walking in. It's got that kind of very old school dinery vibes. So yeah, of course, most people come here for the breakfast. I think is the most commonly ordered item from the items from the Denny's menu. There is so much to choose from. Check out some of these. So there are multiple pages of breakfast items on the menu. We've got the classics like the Benny's family, the Grand Slam, of course. There's the French Slam, spinach and mushroom Benny. These are all the classics on this side, I believe, and they all come with coffee, which is great because I am going to smash it, and it's bottomless as well. Well, I haven't seen this before. The Grand Sandwich, scrambled eggs, sausage, bacon, ham, cheese on a delicious pancake syrup grilled bread served with hash browns. Okay, that sounds kind of interesting. Cool, so I just ordered the Grand Sandwich. It's like bacon, egg, sausage in a sandwich with hash browns, and of course that classic black coffee. So yeah, we're gonna get absolutely caffeinated in here today. Every time I leave Denny's, I'm always absolutely buzzing with energy. We're gonna smash it today. We've got quite a few things we want to do as well, so I want to head out for a bit of a walk, explore the area, and then maybe later on what we'll do is we'll change location. So we'll head into the city centre location. We'll probably come here for lunch, and then we'll maybe head into the city centre location. We haven't actually been into the city for any of our videos yet, so it'd be quite cool to go and see that. Awesome. Yeah, perfect. Thank you so much. Do you mind if I grab a filter coffee as well? Is that all good?
Filter coffee?
Yeah. Thank you so much. Alright, let's go. This looks so good. Let's get a close-up on this. So it's got that eggy deliciousness and bacon. We've got the red sauce over there. We've got the hash browns as well. That is looking so tasty. Let's get stuck in, guys. Alright, so I'm just waiting for my filter coffee to arrive, but before we do that, we are going to get stuck into this bad boy. Bon appetit, ladies and gentlemen. So first up, we've got those crispy looking on the outside hash browns, a little bit potatoey looking inside, but I really love that shredded style of hash brown. So much more texture going on. It's so good. A little bit of egg on that one as well. Might hit it with a little S&P. Not too much though. So I'm tempted to put a little bit of red sauce onto my sandwich as well. I'm not even sure if I want to pick this up because it feels like it's going to fall everywhere. Sausage on its own. Denny sausage is kind of weird. It's got a very, very fine interior. There's not really any, you know, meat-like structure to the sausage. It's more of a nice, soft, pillowy experience. The eggs are cooked really well. Not too hard, not too soft. I don't like mine too runny. Beautiful, thank you so much. Awesome, thank you. Cool, now we got our classic steaming hot cup of Denny's filter coffee. Living that pure American/Canadian experience here, ladies and gentlemen. The coffee is your very standard diner style, quite high bitterness, heavy. It's going to have robust in there as well, so it's probably going to have a lot of caffeine, which is exactly what we need for today. Alright guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try the sandwich. Pick it up. Holy smokes. So, I think what they've done is they've drenched the bread in pancake syrup. Which is just naughty behavior, because that is incredibly decadent. There's cheese in there as well, so I don't think we need the red sauce necessarily, but the actual flavors, it's not dry. Everything is cooked pretty well. I would have maybe liked my bacon a little bit crispier. But yeah, that bread completely soaked in pancake syrup, filled with sausage, egg, cheese, bacon. She asked if I want white bread or whole grain. I don't know if it really makes any difference. The sausage is a lot better than what I remember it being. I never really liked the Denny sausage before, but now it's been chopped up, thrown in a sandwich, bunch of other items. That pancake syrup really is pretty special to have in a sandwich on the bread. And again, really loving that hash brown that's shredded. Let me know what kind of hash browns you like in the comments. I also like the small circular ones. Used to get them at Burger King, I think. And of course the McDonald's hash brown's great as well. But let me know what your favorite hash brown is. Sip of my classic Denny's hot black coffee. Sometimes if I come to Denny's, I just sometimes come for the black coffee, maybe get some toast. I just get absolutely, utterly caffeinated. Because like I said, bottomless coffee, so you can have 2 or 3 and you're absolutely wired. Sandwich is really good, but it's pretty hefty. Kind of feels like you're eating a sandwich with pancake for the bread. So it's definitely lots of calories going on here. Would only eat this again if I was doing a really heavy day's worth of work. We are going to be going out for a walk. We are going to be exploring a little bit today, so hopefully we'll be able to burn a little bit of that calorie content off. But we're now today's Tuesday the 25th of June, and tonight is the finals of the Stanley Cup. I'm a massive Flames fan, have been my whole life, and so a little bit torn on who to support for tonight. Obviously we as Flames fans are not particularly fond of Edmonton. However, I personally don't like Florida because Matthew Tkachuk was such a solid part of our team, and the way he left and his and I've just never liked Florida teams in general, going all the way back to the 2004 run for the Stanley Cup that we had. So it's a bit of a torn one for me. Don't like either team. Part of me wants to see a Canadian team lift the cup, but any other team other than the Oilers. But what a run McDavid's had. He is absolutely smashing it. Cool, so I'm just finishing up my last bit of coffee this morning. I can't really drink it anymore. I'm feeling pretty caffeinated up, so we're gonna pay up, ship out, hang around, maybe go for a walk, see what's out there, and then we'll come back here for lunch. We'll grab some takeout, and yeah, we'll see what else is on that huge menu of theirs. Alright guys, we are back in the car now after our morning breakfast at the Denny's in Manukau. It is just past 10:32 in the morning, so I think what we're going to do now is we're going to head out, grab some much needed exercise. Today is going to be an assault on the body with the calories, so we need to get those steps in today. So we're going to go for a little bit of a walk around the area, maybe head over to the Dewdrop Arena. You can just see it ever so slightly through the trees. I've never actually seen that place up close, so we'll maybe head over there, and then maybe head for a little bit of a walk over towards the mall, come back. That should take us closer to 12:30. I want to eat lunch hopefully at around that sort of 12:30 mark, so we're going to head back inside, probably grab some takeout this time, and try something on their menu that we haven't tried before for you guys. So yeah, let's hit it. So up there is a white water sort of adventure park. I guess it's a an Olympic training for the kayaks. So just talking to the security guard there, and he's pretty crack up. He's told him that we were doing the 24-hour challenge today at Denny's, and then he proceeded to tell me a story about how he spent, I think it was 9 months. He said 9 months traveling from top of the North Island to bottom of the South Island, drinking at a pub in every town on the way down, and he spent over $13,000 doing that. Wow, just crazy, man. You meet characters all the time in the city. Try to get him on video to tell me the story, but unfortunately he wasn't up for being on video. That's all good. Guys, so the time is just after midday, if you can see that, and we are ready to now go inside and grab some lunch. The weather's held up pretty well out here in South Auckland, so let's head inside, have a swizz of that menu, grab something to take away, come back to the car and have a look. So the breakfast options, we've got appetizers here. Again, the idea is satay chicken looks pretty nice. What we're gonna try. Chickens. I quite like the idea of the chicken satay, but it's a lot of food. Possibly we'll just go for like 2 appetizers so we can try different stuff. We'll try the satay chicken and we'll try something else. What do we reckon? I might try the satay chicken and I might try those pork ribs to see what they're like. Alright guys, so we've got the food back in the car. Let's take a quick look on the oven tray, what we have. So we have that beautiful looking satay. There is no sauce on that. The sauces come separately, so we will pour that before we eat this chicken dish. Comes with salad, which we may or may not eat. The ribs as well, they're looking pretty juicy. They fall off the bone. They're not holding together incredibly well, so we'll see how those taste. And of course, not forgetting a little can of V for those who are watching from the USA or the like. This is a very popular drink in Australasia and we love it. Alright guys, before we go any further, let's take a little sip of my drink to wet the whistle. Cheers everyone. Alrighty, first up, let's try that satay. Look at the thickness on that. The steam is emanating. I don't know if I should dip really. I'll dip and spill onto the rest of them. It is a thick peanut sauce. Cheers everyone. Really good. Did they give me napkins? They gave me napkins today. Woohoo! The chicken is nicely cooked, not too dry. Really yum. The sauce is sweet, a really good peanut flavor through it. Those are really surprisingly good. I didn't expect this to be so crispy. The sauce to be so authentic tasting. I guess you could say authentic. I have eaten at quite a lot of Thai places and that is pretty close to the overall product. Now when I was over there at Dewdrops Arena having a little walk around, I was chatting to that security guard. He did warn me, stay away from the chicken at that joint, stay away from the beef, stay away from the fish, was what he said to me, citing some previous experiences with food poisoning. But we are not going to let that deter us today, guys. We are going to get completely stuck into these and hope for the best. I will report back though if we do have problems. Okay, Let's move on now to the ribs. Now I've just pulled a bone out there. The whole bone has come out. There's a little bit of meat on the side here. Very, very cooked. Heavily cooked. Almost a little bit too cooked for me. I know that's, for some people, they love that fall off the bone. But I like it so it's still a little bit of attachment, not too much. Still though, very succulent. Very easy to eat. The actual barbecue sauce on those ribs is a little bit forgettable. There's not a huge amount of smokiness. There's not a huge amount of barbecue flavor coming through. It is quite pork forward. A little bit on the greasy side. Yeah, it's really flopping all over the place.
Oh yeah.
Some people really love this style of rib where it's fall off the bone. I definitely prefer mine a little bit more, with the sauce a little bit stronger, and where it's not as fall off. There's still a tiny bit of bite off the bone. But guys, the real star of the show for me is the satay sticks. That sauce is really good. The chicken is well seasoned on the outside. It's juicy, it's not dry. Often when you get skewers like this, the chicken can be really dry. The sauce does nothing for it. In this case, the sauce is really good. It's what I normally order if I go to the Thai spot. I love it. And yeah, in this case, it's not too far off what I'm getting at some of those authentic Thai places. The ribs, on the other hand, though, look, I know, like I say, a lot of people love that fall off the bone style. These are extremely well cooked. I don't think there's any chance of me getting food poisoning from these guys. But for me, yeah, a little bit too much cook on the rib, and then the sauce itself is just a little bit average. The V, however, refreshing, tropical, reminds me of a New Zealand summer by the pool at the seaside. The blue flavor in particular, there's something very guava, pineapple, mango flavor in there. It's my favorite flavor. Let me know what flavor of V do you like if you're from Australia, New Zealand. Let me know in the comments below. I'm gonna finish up here. We're gonna hit the road, and I think we're gonna end up going to the city for dinner later on, and then tomorrow morning we'll come back here for our breakfast. Hey guys, how are we going? We have just arrived now into the city. The time is 5:02 in the evening, so I've just been back at home in between lunch and now, and so yeah, just got freshened up, but also got some editing done and other bits and pieces. The other thing that's happened today is my belly has been sort of going through some motions, so I'm hoping that the security guard from earlier wasn't completely right with the food from Denny's Manukau, but we are hanging in there. I had a couple of kiwi fruit, smashed those. Hopefully that's going to get my gut right. We'll see out there as well. The weather has taken a little bit of a turn. I know that there's a really bad patch of weather coming in to the North Island, so we're going to head out there. Hopefully it doesn't get too crazy. I've got a coat anyway. And we'll head over to Denny city center location for dinner. We'll see you there. So just arrived at Denny's, and this place is so classic, man. It's straight out of the 90s. Check this out. Even the seat covers and the seating is like, look at the colors. Like, where do you see that pattern outside in 1999 or 2003? Feels really iconic. They look a bit interesting. Possibly some pasta. As I say, my tummy is a little bit fragile. Quite tempted by the butter chicken. I did think maybe Indian butter chicken is pretty classic. Quite tempted by this pumpkin, spinach and feta lasagna. I'm quite keen for something vegetarian. I know that's not necessarily what everyone wants to see, so I'm thinking lasagna or the Alfredo. Awesome, thanks so much, man. So what's like the main thing that people order? Like, what's the #1 dish that like people love here?
Like, if you talk about burger, premium burger is very famous.
Yeah. The premium burger,
Yeah.
This is the one people go for?
Yes.
3 patties, wow. Single egg. That's
And,
quite a lot.
In appetizer, buffalo wings,
Yeah. Buffalo wings are good?
100%. And the main hit point is the hot fudge cake.
Okay, okay. That's cool, mate. So I'll do what I'm going to go for the beef lasagna.
Sure.
Is that alright? And I might actually try a grilled cheese as well.
Perfect.
Yeah.
What bread you want, white or whole grain?
Whole grain, please. Yeah, thanks, man. So the server dude was just like, the burger is the biggest seller. It's a premium burger. It's got 3 patties. And I just didn't feel like I could stomach a 3-patty burger after this morning. So what he also suggested was the buffalo wings. Now the buffalo wings look really good, but they're $29 for an appetizer, and that's quite a lot for buffalo wings. I expect to pay, you know, maybe 20 max for like a serving or an appetizer. Thanks, bro. Beautiful. Oh, awesome. Thanks, man. Looks delicious. Thanks, bro. Perfect. Thanks, bro.
His channel.
Ah.
Can you search it for me?
Yeah, no worries. We've just got started, by the way, but we've been doing it for a few months. Check it out, man. That's the one, yeah, there.
Perfect. Thank
Nice
you.
one, bro. Enjoy. Thanks so much for this.
My kids will be very happy when I tell them I've made it.
Yeah.
I met a guy too.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Guy's such a nice guy. Asking about the channel and stuff. Being super accommodating. But it's cool. All right, so let's get into this. So we've got a lasagna. Looks like it's been well cooked, cheesy. We've also got the garlic bread on the side and a little garden salad that's looking pretty tasty. Also gone with the grilled cheese today. It's on the Mullen style that we had earlier, the whole grain style that we had with our grand sandwich. And we've got the classic crinkle fries, crinkle cut fries. So we're looking forward to those. Awesome. So yeah, like I said, the guy was really cool. And yeah, just a really good place in here. Like, this is right outside the city centre. If you guys are in the city, this place is open 24 hours. We used to come here all the time when we would have a few drinks in the city and it got a bit late. This is the best place to come for a pre-hangover feed. As you can see, I'm trying those fries. Crispy and crunchy. I had fries over at the other Manukau restaurant before. And they were a little bit soggy. These are far nicer and far more crispy. Alright, let's try this grilled cheese before the cheese element cools too much. Hopefully we'll get a nice cheese pool. Medium cheese pool. But packed full of cheese and a plate full of fries. This dish was only $14.50, so you know, if you're really hungover, this would be the perfect place to come. Maybe order some of the soup on the side. Cheese is really well melted, got a really mild taste, kind of a cheddary taste, but nothing too overpowering. Just a real classic grilled cheese style cheese. Decided to go for a cheeky Corona for my dinner tonight. We are in the city, and what better place to do it with this beautiful cityscape view. Cheers everyone. Alrighty, time now to try our lasagna. So the lasagna looks sort of frozen, but we're not going to penalize it too much for that. I mean, given the size of the menu, you're going to have to expect a little bit of that. Okay. Could this be the best thing we've had today? Cheesy, not too much. A little bit small in terms of overall portion size, but it is one of the cheaper things on the menu. So in terms of flavor, it's got loads of cheese flavor. That sauce, the tomato sauce is actually really spot on. The meat quality is hard to tell because there is not a huge amount of it. There's a few layers to this. Let's get my knife and do a proper cross section. So there are a few layers in there, maybe 2 to 3 layers, and then yeah, a little bit of beef in between each layer. Tomato, really good. We've also got the classic garlic bread, of course, as well. A little bit. I was going to say soggy feeling, but the actual butter content, flavor, that is really, really good. Just dipped in that marinara sauce. Wow. There's not a huge amount of garlic bread, but the garlic bread that's there is punching with flavor. This is definitely the best meal that we've had today. Everything so far has had a good flavor to it. We're going to try this garlic salad though. Sure we don't let it out. We'll leave it out. Cucumber super fresh. Really nice. We did get the end of the tomato, but that's alright, still edible. Vegetables they're using here are fresh. Really fresh. Didn't realize how much I needed that burst of green veggies after the day that's been with all the pork ribs and the grand slamwich. My belly was calling out for this earlier, so definitely glad it's here. I know there was salad earlier with the satay, but we didn't finish that. Another dip with that garlic bread in the sauce. Really good, thanks man, delicious. Full bite incoming. Guys, this is a surprising development. I really didn't expect the lasagna to be this good. Right amount of herb juice in there. Sauce is beautiful. Cheese is great. Not a huge amount of beef, but look, every bite is really well positioned, really well portioned. Last bite, everyone. Cheers. Alright, so that's going to do me for today here at Denny's, guys. Almost finished our plate of chips, but it's too much. So look, today was basically a bit of a mixed bag in terms of what I liked and didn't. Sandwich was awesome, albeit pretty once in a while. Ribs I didn't really like, they were a little bit greasy, but the chicken satay sticks were good. And then tonight's meal was really, really good. Lasagna absolutely slapped. The grilled cheese was good as well. So we had a really nice dinner tonight, which I'm really stoked about. Denny's has been actually pretty surprising today. I didn't think it would be this good. I was a bit worried that the quality of ingredients in particular were going to be pretty poor, but honestly it's been pretty good now. Just breakfast to go, so we will see you tomorrow morning back at Denny's. Alrighty everyone, welcome back. Today is the very next day. It is currently almost 9 o'clock in the morning on the next day, and we are outside of Denny's in Manukau, ready to head back in there for our last meal of our 24-hour excursion to Denny's. It's been really interesting, lots of different menu items tried, so it's been pretty cool to get to know the menu a bit more. If you have enjoyed this journey with me, guys, please please chuck a subscribe on the channel, and a big thumbs up would be awesome as well. And then as always, let me know if you'd like me to do any more of these 24-hour eating at the restaurant, because eventually I'd quite like to be able to sleep out at these locations as well, and do a bit of a stealth camp. But until then, definitely keen to head along to more of these, and yeah, try more menus around the country. So we're back into the restaurant. We've got all these beautiful options again for the breakfast menu. I'm pretty tempted to go for their classic Grand Slam this morning, given that we tried their Grand Slam wedge yesterday. Hey, could I grab I'll grab the Grand Slam, please.
Grand Slam?
Yeah.
How would you like extra?
Can I have them sunny side up, please? And yeah, not too runny, not too hard, somewhere in the middle, if that's all right.
You want the like flip over?
Flip over, yeah. That was fine. And could I also have a filter coffee as well, please?
Coffee with that.
Yeah.
Is that all?
That's everything, thanks.
I just take
Awesome, thanks so much.
Thank you.
I love this cup. We've just got the coffee arrived, and look at the quote on this cup. Coffee does so much for us and asks nothing in return. How true. So we are the next day after the Stanley Cup finals as well. Florida have lifted the trophy. An interesting one, because as a Flames fan, I'm really happy that Edmonton haven't lifted the trophy. At the same time, part of me does want to see a Canadian team lift the trophy. Since it's been so long, I think it was the Canadians last. Correct me if I'm wrong on that in the comments below, but yeah, so we're pretty happy with that, and Kachuk did shut out the Calgary fans as well, so we're happy. Alrighty guys, my brand new breakfast has just arrived. It is the Grand Slam. Let's take a closer look. So it's got those sausages that we had yesterday in the Grand Slam wedge. They're looking a little bit glistening today. First time I've had the sausage in its whole form this week, or in the last 24 hours I should say. We've got the bacon here. It's looking a little bit on the lighter side of where I like it, but that's okay. We've got the eggs. I've had them sunny side up, butter, and then it comes with the syrup for the pancakes. Let's get stuck in. Alright guys, we are good to go. Let's try our beautiful Grand Slam breakfast. So I'm going to do a little bit of a pour. I don't know if I want the eggs on the pancake like that, so I'm going to move them off grid, and we're going to hit it with some of that syrup buzz. Oh dear, it's coming out very slowly, but it's coming out.
Oh yeah.
Not to worry, we'll do a little bit of butter on that as well. Make sure we're getting all those much needed calories after the last couple of days. Alrighty, so try a little bit of pancake first. We haven't had any pancake either in the last 24 hours. Let's give that a go. Pancake's nice, fluffy. It's got that classic pancake batter flavor to it. Alright, not bad. Definitely feel like they've changed the sausage recipe a little bit. It's better, I would say, than what it used to be. It used to be a little bit gritty from memory. Now it's a lot smoother. I'll try a little bit of this bacon. An egg. Eggs looking pretty runny, which I can deal with. Though. Alright. Good. Bacon's crunchier than I thought. egg is probably just a little bit under where I'd like it in terms of doneness. But the pancake is really good. I'm loving the pancake. I'm loving the sausage. Taking that on. There's something about bacon and pancakes. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? I'm sort of tempted to take the top out of this thing, but it's probably for my own health and my own good. So down to my final pancake. I'm starting to feel it, to be honest, man. Belly's doing some backflips today, so we're going to soldier on, get this guy finished up. Yeah, hopefully coffee will help see it off pretty quickly. Alright guys, we're down to the last few bites now of our Grand Slam, and it is taking a grand toll on me, but we are getting there. Final sausage. But if you're doing like a road trip, you're in a heavy energy environment for work, then sure, you could probably expend the calories, but this is that classic American style breakfast with loads of calories. Alrighty guys! Woo! Well, 24 hours complete at Denny's. I'm feeling kind of energized from the coffee, but also my stomach is needing some detox time. Look, overall, Denny's was pretty good, surprisingly good in fact, and I think the big surprises for me were definitely the lasagna that we had last night. The grilled cheese was good as well, albeit pretty basic. And the Grand Slamwich yesterday was really delicious. The ones that maybe I won't have again, the ribs, not for me. The satay sticks were good. I probably would have those again if I were to come back for lunch. So yeah, look, overall, a pretty good experience and a pretty surprisingly good experience. The breakfast this morning was tasty as well, but honestly, I'm just definitely feeling a little bit overwhelmed with Denny's in the body, in the system, so wasn't my favorite. But look, overall, I want to give Denny's a smash it. I was going to give Denny's a go out and get it now, but it's just maybe lacking a little bit of that quality element that you need to get to that level in terms of the ingredient quality. But the actual experience, I've had a super positive experience there. There's not to take away from Denny's at all. The servers have been really nice. The service has been excellent. And so look, I'm pretty happy to give Denny's a smash it rating. Thanks guys again for coming along on this journey with me. 24 hours at Denny's, and yeah, looking forward to doing more of these with you in the future. Don't forget to chuck a subscribe on the channel if you've enjoyed today's episode. Chuck a like on the video as well would be a massive help, and we will definitely see you in the next one. Catch you then.